Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to dive into one of the most exciting topics in the SUV world, and that is the 2026 Mitsubishi Pajero Sport. This is a model that has captured the imagination of SUV enthusiasts across the globe, and for good reason. The Pajero Sport has always been a rugged and reliable vehicle, and when renderings of the 2026 model started surfacing online, it became clear that Mitsubishi is preparing to take things to the next level. Now let's talk about what makes this rendering so special and why so many people are talking about it. First of all, the Pajero Sport has always carried a reputation for being a perfect blend of capability and comfort. It's a midsize SUV that has proven itself on rough terrains while still being refined enough for everyday city driving. The 2026 rendering seems to embrace that same DNA, but with a more futuristic and premium touch. In the renderings we can see sharper lines across the body, more aggressive LED lighting signatures, and a much bolder front fascia. The grille is wider and more prominent, giving the SUV a commanding presence on the road. The headlights appear slimmer and more high-tech, which not only enhances its modern appeal but also speaks to Mitsubishi's move towards advanced lighting technology. When you look at the side profile of the rendering, you notice a sportier stance compared to previous generations. The wheel arches are more pronounced and the alloy wheel designs are more dynamic, giving the SUV a sense of motion even when it's standing still. The roofline seems slightly more aerodynamic, yet still tall enough to ensure plenty of headroom for passengers. The rear end also gets a major overhaul with sleek LED taillights connected by a light bar, which has become a popular design language among modern SUVs, and it works beautifully here because it gives the Pajero Sport a more premium and futuristic look. Now, of course, design is just one part of the story. What really makes people excited about the 2026 Mitsubishi Pajero Sport rendered is the speculation about what's under the hood. Mitsubishi has been pushing hard towards electrification, and there is a strong possibility that the next Pajero Sport might come with hybrid or even plug-in hybrid options. While Mitsubishi is well known for its diesel-powered Pajero Sport models in many markets, the shift in the automotive industry means that electrified powertrains could become the main highlight of this SUV. The renderings themselves don't confirm anything, but considering Mitsubishi's recent developments with hybrid technology, it's a safe guess that the 2026 model will give buyers more eco-friendly options without sacrificing the off-road capabilities the Pajero Sport is famous for. Speaking of off-road, the Pajero Sport has always been a favorite among those who love adventure. The Super Select 4WD system and rugged suspension setup have allowed it to conquer mountains, deserts, and everything in between. The rendering of the 2026 model suggests that Mitsubishi will continue that tradition with improved ground clearance, beefier tires, and skid plates that indicate its off-road intentions. This means buyers can expect the new Pajero Sport to be just as capable off the beaten path as it is on city highways. Moving to the interior, this is another area where the rendering really sparks excitement. The cabin seems far more futuristic compared to the current generation. The dashboard is dominated by a massive digital display stretching across the driver's side into the center console. This could combine both the digital instrument cluster and the infotainment system in one sleek panel, which is something many luxury SUVs are already doing. The use of high-quality materials is also noticeable in the rendering, with leather stitching, brushed metal accents, and ambient lighting all coming together to create a more premium experience for both driver and passengers. One big expectation for the 2026 Pajero Sport is that Mitsubishi will load it with the latest in driver assistance and safety technologies. Features like adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, and even semi-autonomous driving modes could be part of the package. Mitsubishi has already been investing heavily in safety systems, and the Pajero Sport is one of their flagship SUVs, so it's logical that they would showcase their best tech in this model. The inclusion of these systems will not only make the SUV safer but also more appealing to family buyers who want peace of mind during long journeys. Another exciting possibility is connectivity. Mitsubishi is likely to integrate wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto along with advanced navigation systems and connected car features. Imagine being able to control certain functions of your Pajero Sport from your smartphone, like pre-cooling the cabin before you step inside or checking the battery status if it's a hybrid model. This kind of connectivity is becoming standard in modern SUVs, and the 2026 Pajero Sport rendered interior strongly hints at these advanced technologies. Let's not forget about comfort and practicality. The Pajero Sport has always been known for its spacious interior and three-row seating, and the 2026 rendering suggests that Mitsubishi will continue offering this versatility. Families will appreciate the generous legroom, improved ergonomics, and clever storage solutions that make long journeys more enjoyable. Mitsubishi also understands that many buyers in this segment use their SUVs for both daily commuting and long road trips, so expect features like ventilated seats, panoramic sunroof, premium audio systems, and multi-zone climate control to be part of the offering. When we consider the market positioning, the 2026 Mitsubishi Pajero Sport will likely go up against strong rivals such as the Toyota Fortuner, Ford Everest, and even models like the Hyundai Palisade and Kia Sorento in certain regions. With these renderings, Mitsubishi is showing that they are ready to compete aggressively by offering a mix of style, performance, technology, and ruggedness that can stand up against the competition. This SUV has the potential to capture both loyal Pajero fans and new customers who are looking for a versatile and modern SUV. Of course, pricing will play a big role, and while nothing is confirmed, it's safe to assume that Mitsubishi will aim to keep the Pajero Sport competitively priced. Even if they introduce hybrid powertrains, they'll likely make sure it remains accessible to its target market, which is one of the reasons the Pajero Sport has been successful over the years. It provides excellent value for money compared to its rivals, and if the 2026 model manages to combine advanced features with affordable pricing, it could be a real game changer. Let's also talk about the heritage of the Pajero name, because that is something very important for Mitsubishi fans. The Pajero has a long history of being one of the most iconic off-road SUVs in the world, winning multiple Dakar Rally titles and proving itself in some of the harshest environments. The Pajero Sport as a spin-off model has carried that DNA forward, and the 2026 rendering seems to honor that legacy while modernizing it for today's market. You can see in the aggressive styling and robust stance that Mitsubishi is trying to remind everyone this SUV is not just about comfort and luxury, it's also about adventure, durability, and performance. Another interesting angle is the global appeal of this SUV. While in some regions Mitsubishi has shifted its focus, the Pajero Sport remains a popular model in Asia, Australia, and parts of Europe. The renderings of the 2026 model seem to suggest that Mitsubishi could be targeting an even wider audience with a more global-friendly design, something that can resonate with urban buyers as well as off-road enthusiasts. If they get the formula right, the Pajero Sport could become one of Mitsubishi's most important vehicles in years. So what's the overall impression from these renderings? The 2026 Mitsubishi Pajero Sport looks like it will be bolder, more futuristic, more capable, and more connected than ever before. It's the kind of SUV that respects its rugged roots while also stepping confidently into the future, and if Mitsubishi brings these renderings to life in production form, it could easily become one of the most talked about SUVs of the year. So that's a full breakdown of the 2026 Mitsubishi Pajero Sport rendered, what it looks like, what it might offer, and why it has so many people excited. If you are someone who loves SUVs, or if you have been a long-time Pajero fan, this is definitely a vehicle to keep your eyes on, because it could represent a new chapter not just for the Pajero Sport but for Mitsubishi as a whole. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting car content, and stay tuned for the latest updates on upcoming vehicles.